Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to another edition of the Dragon's Lair. My name is Brent. Today we're coming back with some more of my favorite Ollie's packs. You always hear me talk about it. You can watch plenty of my previous videos. I absolutely love buying these Ollie's packs. These are what actually got me back into collecting back in, like, I don't know, 2019, 2020. But we're just going to get right into this. We're going to show off what we got. Blech. We got 3 packs here. We're going to start off with the first pack here. Of course, we have Master Kung Fu on the one side. We got a little Batman on the other side. And if you don't know, Ollie's, these are 5 comics for $5.99. And sometimes they pack them in super tight bags. They're like thicker comic bags, I guess you could say. And I don't have a pair of scissors on me. But I got my handy dandy knife here. So we're going to get right into this. Hopefully I don't damage a book. That's my big worry. I do not want to damage a book. I have done that before. Live and learn. But we're going to get right into this. First up we have The Hands of Chang-Chi, Master of Kung Fu, This Side of Death. Very, very cool. I do like Chang-Chi. I've never read any of the original that I know of. I have a few in my collection now, which I don't need to read them like in order or anything like that. You know, that's not like a huge deal to me. Just trying to find something cool, but I mean, it all looks cool. It's an older book. I like older books, but still some cool artwork nonetheless. Very, very cool. But like I said, I haven't read a lot of the older Chang-Chi. I've read a lot of the newer stuff. Of course, there's an advertisement for Three Rivers Comic-Con, Pittsburgh, PA. Which I believe the guy that does these Ollie's packs is out of Pittsburgh, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but anyways, next up we have Bloodshot Unleashed. I believe that's what it is. From Valiant, this is number 3. I do actually like Bloodshot. I'm not a big Valiant fan. I'll be honest with you, I really am not, but I do like a lot of like the Bloodshot stuff. See if I can find something cool. Probably not. Well, we'll just show this off. You can see a little bit of the artwork in there. Next up is Basilisk. Number 1, I guess. Chapter 1. This is from Boom Studios. I have never heard of this one. I've heard of Boom, but I've never heard of Basilisk. I don't know. That looks pretty cool right there. Nice little full page art. I don't know anything about that comic, so. And this one's a duplicate that I've probably got like 4 or 5 times. If you don't know, if you buy several packs, you probably will get some duplicates. If you're lucky, you don't. But they do put stuff in that they can't really get rid of a whole lot. It doesn't sell very good sometimes. But this is Gloomhaven Fallen Lion. This is a one-shot from Source Point Press. Excuse me. Pretty cool right there. I mean, that dude looks pretty sick right there. Pretty cool. Just not a popular book probably, so you know they throw the unpopular books in there just to try to move them or whatever, which is understandable. And last but not least in this pack, we have Batman number 133 from DC. DC Comics, Detective Comics. And if you don't know, I'm a big Batman fan. I'm not the biggest DC guy, but I love me some Batman. Dang, there's some cool artwork in here. I'm not even showing you any of it yet. Here, we'll just go right to the front page here. Pretty darn cool. Sorry if you're getting a glare off the light there. I try my best not to have a glare, but I don't know, it's dark in my bedroom here, so my wife's probably more vampire than anything. Next pack, we have a little Silver Surfer on there and a little Millennium. We'll get right into this one. Try the side. Maybe. Possibly. There we go. That worked a little bit better. Maybe. So first up we have Silver Surfer number 4. Absolutely love Silver Surfer. A little Norrin Rad. You can't go wrong with Norrin Rad in my opinion. Always loved Silver Surfer ever since I was a little kid. See if we can find some cool artwork here. I'm trying to find some full page stuff, but you know, I mean, here we go right to the front. I mean, that is pretty cool. Some neat artwork right there. Very, very cool. And that's a Silver Surfer I don't actually have. And this is another duplicate here too. But this is like a thin comic. I think I read it. It's a cool read actually, but you can read it in like probably 2 minutes. But this is Planet Death from Bad Idea. This is issue 0. Super, super easy read. But like I said, this is actually a pretty cool book. Some cool artwork in there. But other than that, I don't know much about that company or anything. Next up, this is a thick one. Holy smokes. Really thick book. This is Ghost Machine #1 from Image. Neat looking cover there. I'm definitely digging that. I have never heard of this this book. Looks kind of cool. Show off a little artwork in there. That's cool. Cool art right there, in my opinion. Very, very cool. Ghost Machine. Definitely one I've never heard of. That's pretty cool. Looking forward to reading that. And next up we have Divinity 3 Shadow Man and the Battle of the New Stalingrad. From Valiant. This is #1. I don't know anything about this book. So I'm guessing he's a Russian superhero, maybe? I don't know. You guys tell me if you know who he is. Pretty neat either way. I don't have that book, so that's kind of cool. And next up we have Millennium #5 from DC, The Teaching. I've never read the Millennium. Said I'm not the biggest DC guy. I don't hate DC. I mean, they got some cool guys and stuff like that. Of course, right there, where was it? I just saw my man Batman, I thought. Yeah. Show that off. Show a little bit of my man Batman right there. That is super cool. Some cool artwork either way. And on to the last pack. Got a little Rick and Morty and a little Invincible there. So actually, last summer my friend Kevin, he should watch this. He usually watches my videos. He was up. His parents bought a cabin up here, and he was up, and we actually were sitting at his house just relaxing. We were both kind of broke at the time, so it's like I couldn't do much. I don't think he could do much either. So we watched the first episode of Invincible, and that was pretty awesome. And actually, just the other day, finally decided, I got Prime hooked up here in my room, so I actually started watching Invincible. So I'm like 3 or 4 episodes into it now, so that is pretty cool. But this is Invincible #1, which I don't think this is the original Invincible. I think this, maybe it is, I don't know. I doubt it, because that's like an expensive book. I wouldn't see him putting, I mean, it's not expensive, but I've never read any of the Invincible. I don't have any of the Invincible. I have this one now. Trying to find some cool artwork in here. And I'm not finding any. Oh well. You're going to get this. Like I said, I don't think this is the actual #1 in the series. Maybe it is. It says 2010 to 2020 from Skybound. So I don't know if this is like a facsimile or what it is. I don't know. Could be. Don't ask me. I'll have to look it up on Comic Geeks and find out. But anyways, next up we have The Harbinger #3. This is from Valiant, was it? Yeah, Valiant. Which I believe Valiant's side of DC. I think, maybe. Not the biggest Valiant fan, so cool either way. Next up, we have another Image comic. This is The Savage Dragon #2. I don't know if I have a lot of Savage Dragon. I know who he is. I probably got a couple somewhere, but yeah, that's pretty cool right there. That's some cool artwork right there. I'm digging that. Very, very cool. And of course we got another Planet Death, which I'll probably just give that to like the neighbor kids or something. And last but not least, with these 3 packs, we have Rick and Morty presents The Flesh Curtains. This is issue #1, exclusive variant. Pretty cool. I did start watching Rick and Morty with my daughter. She loves that show, but I mean, that's like a weird show. I don't know. This is kind of weird. Cartoons these days. Yeah, we'll just show this off. I'm not going to dig too deep in here. But if you like the cartoon Rick and Morty, hey, this is right up your alley. But hey, that's all I got for this episode, guys. You know, I hope you liked what you saw. You know, like, comment, subscribe is all cool. It's all good. Thanks for watching, guys.